And today we're going to be talking about the TUUMIIST Slow Juicer. That's right, this is a juicer that simulates actual hand squeezing. It's a low RPM auger style juicer. And what it basically does is cold presses your fruits and vegetables to help retain the most nutrients and vitamins that you can inside your juice. And at the same time, giving you a very high yield juice rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this. I'm going to point the camera down, and then I have some oranges and a pineapple here that we're going to put through the ringer, pun intended, to see how well it does. So let's get to it. So some quick information on this. This is 300 watts. It does plug into the 120 volt. It is going to be easy to clean. I did their first version of this juicer, and it did very well. A lot of people enjoyed it, but they have made a couple improvements, including a 5.3-inch barrel, which is going to allow you to put whole fruits and stuff in without cutting them up and prepping them beforehand. You can see I have a pineapple here. I should probably peel this pineapple so I don't juice the skin, but I'm going to throw it in there whole and just to see if it can handle, because it is a 3-step process, and it does slice up the fruit and then it removes the pulp and squeezes it. All right, so here's the juicer out of the box. This is everything you're going to get. You have the juicer itself, and I'm going to break this down in just a second to show you everything inside. They are going to give you a little cleaning brush that's got a little scraper tool on the end right there for poking and pulling stuff out. This is a piece that goes in the top for pushing down fruits and veggies. You have these 2 juice cups that go on the sides. These are 1,000 milliliters a piece, and one's for pulp and one's going to catch the actual juice. Now when we open this up, we can take this whole assembly off. This is the base where your motor is. It's very easy to use. You just have reverse, off, and forward. And then this piece right here, you have a twist lock if you look on the front right there. And you can just untwist this to pull it apart. This is your main barrel. It's just over 5 inches in diameter, so you can put whole fruits in there with no prep. You can put whole oranges, tangerines, pineapple. We're going to put a whole pineapple in there in just a moment, and that's the little cutter deep down inside right there. You can see me moving it around with my finger. Then this is where the magic happens on this part right here. This is where your cold press starts right here. You can see that as it cuts, it goes under here. It's going to come down into this part where you have this conical squeezer. This is what's going to do all the squeezing for you, and this is going to simulate hand squeezing to try to get every vitamin and nutrient that you can, and it's going to yield 99.6% of the juice out of fruits and veggies. That's a very high yield rate. And then this is the part where the pulp and the juice are separated. The pulp will fall out of one side, and then the juice will come out of this side into the other cup. So not a lot of parts to clean. You would just have to clean this, this, and this, and there's everything comes apart so easily. It's really, you can just spray this thing out and get it 90% clean. It doesn't take very much scrubbing. It's very easy to clean, just like the other TUUMIIST that I did last year, but this is the newer model with the larger barrel for those larger fruits and vegetables. So to put this back together, we'll just drop this piece in right here. Make sure that all sits flat. Then we'll take this piece, and it will only go on one way, because you can see right there, I have a lip right there. So you'll turn it until it drops into place. There you go. It's that flush that time. And then we're just going to hold it together and twist it. And there you go. So this whole mechanism is ready to go. And then you have this little tab on the back right here, which is going to go into the base. You just sat that down and push it, and we're all ready to go and make some juice. Now for the actual juicing part, we're going to move some of this stuff around. We're going to drop all this in there and juice until this cup gets full or we run out of fruit. After this, I might go grab some celery and carrots just so you can see how much juice we can get out of those relatively dry vegetables. But to use it, you're going to open the top. I'm going to throw whole oranges in there, and we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to turn this on. It's already cutting up the oranges in there. And I can take my little press and push these down. I'm going to open that up to let the juice come out. You can see the juice on this side. You can see the pulp on this side. You can see it's got a nice slow 43 RPM movement. So it simulates that cold press and that hand squeezing motion to get as much juice out as possible. And it does have a safety. So you saw me just open the top and it automatically shut off. So this won't keep spinning to keep you nice and safe. We're just gonna keep juicing away. We're gonna let this run until we get through all these fruits. You can see the pulp that's coming out, how dry that looks. There's no liquid dripping off of that whatsoever. All right, so you do see that you have a little stopper here. So if I wanted to move this and transfer this juice, I could just shut this right here, and it's going to stop that juice from dripping out all over your counter, which is nice. And then I figured out what this little end is for. That is to reach up in here, I think. And you can grab the last bits of pulp and pull it out. And you can see how dry that is. If you look in the bottom, there's zero juice in the bottom. I'm going to go get a plate real quick, and I'm going to show you how dry this stuff is. I'm going to slide this over a little bit. And we have our pulp here. We're going to put it in this plate. Try to keep it on the table, but look in the bottom of that. Zero juice. 99.6% of that juice is flowing right into here. And you can see even more is still coming out. And just check that out. Look how dry that is. Does a really good job. Let's go ahead and up it a little bit. Instead of just having orange juice, we're going to have pineapple orange juice. So we're going to move this back in the center here. We'll put our pulp catcher back on this side. We're going to take this whole pineapple right here. Pull this out. And we're going to force it in there. I don't know if TUUMIIST would approve of me doing this, but we're going to see what happens anyway. All right, so we're getting close to the top of our juice container, so I'm going to have to shut it off. There's only a little bit left in there anyway, and you can see from those oranges and that pineapple how much juice we got. Quite a large amount. And then you can see the pulp from that pineapple, how clean it is. It's not wet. There's no standing juice in this container at all. It's clear. So it does a very, very nice job. I'm going to go clean this up, and then I'm going to come back with some vegetables. I want to see if we have some celery and carrots to see how much juice we can get out of those really dry vegetables. All right, so I just went and cleaned this thing up. Here's our pineapple orange juice right here. Got this big mason jar full, plus about 4 ounces that just got drank. And now we're going to do some carrots and celery. And after we do the carrots and celery, I'm going to show you how easy it is to clean this up. So I'm just going to leave this shut. We're going to turn it on. We're just going to do a small bunch of celery and 4 carrots. We're not going to peel them or prep them in any way. And let's do it. And check it out. That much juice from 4 carrots. Tell me this thing does not squeeze a lot of juice out of even what seems to be the driest vegetables. I didn't think 4 carrots had that much juice in them. So this thing does an extremely good job. And look how much waste we have from those 4 carrots. And as per the usual, there is zero juice in the bottom of this cup. It's absolutely dry. Now we're going to take this little bunch of celery right here. And I know you should probably cut this piece off, but we're torture testing this thing. We've shoved a whole pineapple through it without peeling it. Carrots were quite hard on it, but it cut through them fairly easily and made us a bunch of juice. So now we're just going to, I don't think I can do that and close the lid. So we'll just have to do it this way. We'll do it like we did the carrots. And there you have it. Carrots, celery. Look how much juice we got from half a bundle of celery and 4 carrots. So this little TUUMIIST juicer works extremely well. I like the fact that it doesn't have any metal blades in it. It has actually like a really hard plastic knife in there that cuts all this fruit up. It goes through the cold press process, the grinding, and then the squeezing, and you get super dry returns, peels, and waste on this side that you can add to your waste bin, or you can add it to your compost bin, and it's going to recycle into new dirt for new plants and vegetables and things like that. So very cool indeed. I'm very impressed at how dry the returns are on this side. So I think we only have one more thing left to do. And what that is we're going to take it inside and we're going to clean it up. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to break this down and clean. All right, so here we are at the sink. I have the juicer. To break it down, we're just simply going to twist it and open up like this. This is the end where all the grinding and juicing happens. And you can see that your discharge chute right here, you can actually fold that down to pull out any residual grinds or waste in there. But we're going to pull out the presser and this cup right here, the grinding cup. And we're just going to rinse this all off. There's the first part. And if you do this right after you use it, it's going to be way, way easier. That piece is done. All we have now is the main barrel right here. And there you have it. All the cleaning is done. Now, if you wanted to put it on the top of the dishwasher and run it through and hand wash it with soap, of course you could do that. But just to get the initial cleaning done, you can just hose it all off, just like that, and you are completely good to go for the next type of vegetable or fruit, or let it dry and put away. Okay, so there you have it, the TUUMIIST juicer. It's more of a cold press. It simulates hand squeezing. It can help you get extra nutrients and vitamins out of those fruits and veggies without damaging them or heating them up. It's going to yield 99.6% of the juice. As we saw, it did a very good job. It has a 1.8 liter capacity. It has that large 5.3 inch barrel, and you get the 2,000 milliliter cups on the sides here. I got to go clean these out still, but very impressive, strong motor, went through carrots, celery, pineapple, oranges, no issues at all, and made us some really fine juice. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching.